Family, we're back. Thanks for being here, all that good stuff. Hey y'all, I really appreciate y'all being here. It's looking different, it's feeling different, and I'm feeling better about it. So yeah, we rocking out. But today we're gonna react and review this Nicki Minaj stuff. She ain't letting up. She's not letting up at all. And I gotta say, I don't blame her. When you play these games that certain people are playing, it's no coming back from it. The smear campaigns, the blackballing, the silencing, and just trying to get people to go against a certain person is not the move. So in this video, we're gonna check out the truth is and get his opinion on everything, and I'll give my opinion as we go. But thank you guys for being here. Let's get to the content.
Let's get high, yeah, you know I'm about to roll. Let's get please, yeah, you know I gotta pull. Let's live life, yeah, once I'm about to turn up. Get fly, oh for sure it's about to go up. Let's get high, yeah, you know I'm about to roll. Let's get please, yeah, you know I gotta pull. Let's live life, yeah, once I'm about to turn up. Get fly, oh for sure it's about to go up. Roll my blunt and pass my lighter. Get lit, pop shit, get higher. I'm the hottest, call me fire. Rock out, jump up, live my life up.
Alright, so if you've been following this situation, y'all, you know Nicki hasn't been holding any punches. In this first clip, we're gonna check out Truth Is, give a little bit of the background, origin story of everything. I'm gonna tap in when I feel the need to. Let's get to it.
Their sins are coming to the light, and they're being exposed for what they really are. Industry gatekeeping bullies. Whether it be using their legal connections to get people thrown in prison for crimes they did not commit, or using their lawyers to silence media personalities, or even trying to have their own children institutionalized to separate them from their significant others. Or, like in the case of Nicki Minaj, blackballing artists because they refuse to sign to their label. Roc Nation is continuously proving they are the industry bullies everyone is accusing them of being. This is what Nicki Minaj has been saying for the last few months about Roc Nation. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and say I have ever agreed with anything Nicki has said or done in the past, but what she is saying about Roc Nation is hard to deny when you realize many others are saying the same thing. For example, Tory Lanez claimed Roc Nation came after him after he refused to sign with them after his record deal ended. Not long after this, Megan blames Tory for shooting her, and Megan is a Roc Nation artist.
All right, real quick, I want to say this. Chris Brown, Rihanna. DDG, he barely escaped that clamp by The Rock because of Chloe Bailey's sister. So I feel like Rihanna, Beyonce, Meg, whatever females that's valuable to that company, you better not mess with, you better not critique, you better not even speak facts on them. Not a lie, not your opinion, but you better not speak facts on them if it reflects them negative. And that's crazy. To be labeled as the industry bullies, that ain't good. That's not good at all. But I always wonder how they had their industry stronghold. Let's be real.
Roc Nation then does everything in their power to make sure Tory is found guilty. Nicki Minaj claims that refusing to sign with Roc Nation is part of what started her beef with them, claiming that sometime back, they tried to sign her when her contract with Young Money came to an end, but she claims she refused the offer. She also claims that Roc Nation scammed her with the title deal they had. See, when Jay-Z was initially launching Tidal, Nicki was offered an investment opportunity to join the team. She invested money into the company and promoted it to her millions of loyal fans. Sometime after launching Tidal, Jay-Z ended up selling it to Jack Dorsey for around $300 million. Nicki was then paid $1 to $2 million, but she claims that she was owed much more money than that. She then claims that because of this, Roc Nation launched a blackballing campaign against her, doing everything in their power to destroy her career. Back in June 2025, Nicki Minaj publicly blamed Roc Nation for running a smear campaign against her. She claimed that they were shadow banning her and paying the media to spread misinformation about her.
Now, I want to say this. Me making this video is not me siding with Nicki or The Rock. This is me just observing, reviewing, reacting, and giving commentary to this educational production. But I can say Nicki has a lot of great points. And once we get a little bit further in the video, you're gonna be like, wow. But when she describes the process that she believes they use, come on, man, it's crazy. And then this is a thing too. Why do people say when or if you reject this company that they endure some type of negative energy? Let's be real, but this is what people got to pay attention to. If a person would do something to their own flesh and blood, and you're not flesh and blood, and it's just business, you're nothing. Yeah, I'm not gonna put names on it, but y'all get where I'm going with it.
According to Nicki, the more she called out Roc Nation, the more they attacked her behind the scenes, ruining her career and destroying her reputation. This got so bad that it recently boiled over this month in October, when Nicki took to Twitter to expose Roc Nation once again, this time accusing them of the unthinkable. Nicki went on her Twitter rant where she accused Desiree Perez of begging her to sign a touring deal with Live Nation, which owns part of Roc Nation. But the most disturbing thing she said had to be when she alleged Roc Nation was somehow behind the death of artist D'Angelo. She even went on to claim that she canceled her upcoming album due to Roc Nation. She started her Twitter rant by saying, anytime Roc Nation is in the news for something they don't want you to know about, a few things will happen. 1. Will Smith will appear. 2. A famous person is announced dead. 3. Their allies will begin to post and say nasty things about the Queen. And 4. Lace Z will pop up looking dumb. As you can see, this is an alarming allegation. As she mentioned, when Roc Nation wants to distract the masses, a famous person will be announced dead. Now, the media outlets are reporting that she was referring to D'Angelo, who recently passed away from cancer. If we look at this tweet, Nicki is essentially claiming that Roc Nation is somehow behind his death, referring to his death as being used to sway headlines.
All right, I do want to say something. I do have to say something. A few videos ago, I think it was back when information came out about the truck driver, but I told people, pay attention to that son and pay attention to D'Angelo. This is a thing. I think it's about mental capacity and knowledge of the industry, loopholes and games, because at the end of the day, those children, they don't know how to battle with the labels, but D'Angelo would. And because of the lineage, D'Angelo could fight to get them children what the mother was owed. But if you curve the lineage and get the other one up out the way, and it's just the children, it's less probability that they're going to go about the right things to get what they should have, allegedly. As those are just that's just what Angie said. I'll put it like that. They could continue to fight, but will they? But I think D'Angelo could have, because he knows the industry. Anyway, let me shut up yapping, let's go.
Basically accusing Roc Nation of sacrificing D'Angelo. This was extremely interesting to me. Knowing that industry sacrifices take place makes it seem like Nicki was trying to accuse Roc Nation of doing this to D'Angelo. This is the reason I wanted to make this video in the first place, because D'Angelo's death was rather suspicious to me. Not because they claim he died of cancer, as people die from cancer all the time, but because of who he was connected to. See, D'Angelo was once in a relationship with another artist who recently died, Angie Stone. Angie Stone died earlier this year in a horrific accident. Now again, I understand people die all the time, but Angie Stone's death was seen as suspicious since day one. She died just months after she began calling out Universal Music Group for robbing her of millions of dollars. She claims that after she found out UMG was robbing her, she confronted them and they refused to make it right. She then claims that because of this, UMG started to come after her. In December 2024, just months before she died, she made a video claiming that UMG was behind her contracting a blood infection that almost killed her. She also claimed that she wasn't gonna quit until she got her money from UMG.
All right, now let's look past the D'Angelo talk. Let's look past the Angie Stone talk. At the beginning of that clip, you hear him detail Nicki speaking about sacrificing. Yeah, she just confirmed that it's a real thing. Now, that'll get her really checked on. And I'm gonna say this right now. What time is it? It is 6:45. 10/18/25. Keep an eye on Nicki. Keep an eye on Nicki. Just simply confirming that practice and what people consider to be a conspiracy theory is now confirmed by a A-list artist. Come on, man. Even though they confirm it all the time in their music subliminally or certain little things, post stuff like that, she just came out and said it. Come on, man. You gotta make it make sense. Now, this next clip is gonna be the end piece of the infamous video that we seen from Angie Stone, the last video where she was exposing stuff. But listen to how Truth Is breaks down the hierarchy, or at least the levels, from UMG to The Rock and things like that. And it will make you see everything different about this situation.
So I'm just here to let you know, one way or the other, Universal Music, you're gonna have to give up my coins.
After this video, things didn't seem to go well for Angie Stone, as just a couple of months later, she died in a horrific car accident that many felt was extremely suspicious. Naturally, people blame the record label for her mysterious accident, as many know that record labels are known for their shady tactics, like silencing anyone they have a problem with. So in my opinion, it isn't far-fetched to think a powerful record label would be behind the death of an artist they had an issue with. I mean, look at what they did to Michael Jackson. But how does this connect back to Roc Nation and D'Angelo's death? Like I said earlier, Angie Stone was in a relationship with D'Angelo in the 90s. They even had a son together. It's believed by many that UMG had something to do with Angie's death, and it just so happens that UMG is the same record label that Roc Nation is under. UMG basically owns Roc Nation alongside of Jay-Z and Live Nation. It seems that Nicki is low-key claiming Roc Nation was behind D'Angelo's death. Roc Nation is owned by UMG, the same company who people think was behind Angie Stone's death. This makes me think that what happened to D'Angelo could have been connected to all of this. This wasn't the only thing Nicki exposed. She also tweeted, "There's another man who will pop out, but I won't say his name. In the school of recognizing patterns, the students must not be given all the answers, but instead they must sharpen their critical thinking skills and free their mind of all clutter. Only then will they find it, but they need not search. They need only to be still. There's no race, only peace." Nicki then continued by tweeting, "I have evidence that this was given to a business manager who never told me. My lawyers and business managers, old and new, are aware. Let's see if they'll speak up, or if I have to call them out by name."
In the school of recognizing patterns, the student must not be given all the answers. Come on, y'all. I feel like she sealed her fate. And this is the thing, she's not dropping her album anymore. But when has Nicki been one to be scared to mention a name? How powerful is this name that she's scared to drop? Because, like, we see the names that she's speaking about. We hear how she's coming at them. We know her angle on the situation. It's no secret about how she feels about these individuals. But why does this one individual have to be kept a secret? I hope that didn't go over a lot of people's head. Like, who's this one person? What's so powerful about this one person to where even the strongest female in the rap game cannot even say his name? I feel like, honestly, she might should have kept that post to herself for real. For real. But it begs me to want to know, who is this person? She blatantly said it, like, I can't say his name. But anyway, check out this next clip. This is something that's very new to me. I gotta do research on who these two people are. But when you see the dynamic of the relationship, the age difference and things like that, I wouldn't be surprised if this situation was what Nicki is saying it is. Check it out.
"I have evidence that this was given to a business manager who never told me. My lawyers and business managers, old and new, are aware. Let's see if they'll speak up, or if I have to call them out by name. That same business manager stole from me many times. Then, he was accused of killing a woman and leaving her in a hotel room. Not sure of the outcome of that case though. believe they later said she died of substance abuse after he left the hotel room around 3 a.m. or something like that. Now, what I believe she was referring to by this tweet was the case of Jason Barker, who was the boyfriend of Nicki's former manager, Angela, who was found murdered in 2021. Her boyfriend, Jason Barker, was arrested and charged with her murder. Now, I find it interesting that she brought this up too. I'm wondering if she was referring to Roc Nation somehow being involved in her death too. She then continued her rant by tweeting, "They don't want me to put out music. Me winning makes them feel like they lost. They're right. However, it didn't have to be this way. Lots of people part ways in business. They know how successful my next album is going to be. They tried signing Wayne, Drake, and me, so they keep wanting to take or stop my money simply because narcissists believe what you work hard for belongs to them, fuming because they can't siphon any more energy, money, blessings, love, grace, joy, and peace. No successful tours, just vibes and payola." As you can see, this is the practice that Roc Nation is becoming known for, gatekeeping and dishonest tactics. They want to force artists to sign with them and play their game. If the artists refuse, they come after their career in every way possible. They try to destroy these artists to make them an example of what happens when you refuse them, like they did to Tory Lanez and everyone else they're coming after right now. Nicki then continued her Twitter rant by calling out Desiree Perez, tweeting, "Desiree Perez, you got bigger fish to fry. Conspiracy, false imprisonment, civil rights violation. Oh, Roc Nation, y'all suck. Page 6, US Weekly. Nothing you will say will stop what's to come. Cry harder. I think you're going to jail, Desiree. Casino, nope."
What do y'all think about that? I can't think about nothing else now but who that one person is, who this brave person will not speak of. That's crazy. The names that she's already dropped, the companies, the labels. Come on, man. How big and bad could this person be to where she won't mention their name? And it just baffles me because it's Nicki. She's stronger than a lot of the men in the industry. Let's be real. More talented, but mentally way stronger, more resilient. Who is this person? Leave it in the comments who y'all think it could be. Anyway, $ Trap House Kitchen 1. I want to thank DC Mister for donating too. And yeah, I'm out. Peace.